session 11 is getting to the end of the whole process, and it's in this session that now things start to crystallise for people. The gravity of what they've done and what they've been through really starts to come into focus. The issue now is that we need to focus on where to from here. At this stage, it really is a case of people committing to excellence. They have learned very particular things about the foods that they eat, how those foods affect their bodies. Most people don't realise the effect that food has on the body because it happens so slowly over such a prolonged period of time. It can happen over 10, 20, 30, 40 years. But when you abruptly stop that behaviour, you stop ingesting those foods and you create an environment for your body to be able to do things for you, to repair itself, to bring your weight down, to bring your blood sugars down, to bring your cholesterol down, all within a very short space of time. The clarity that people start to have about what food does to a person is profound. And so this is now the understanding that people have, and we'll actually see that understanding shine through the comments that people make. My job now is to get people to commit to excellence in their lifestyles, commit to excellence in their health. When a person makes that commitment to excellence, they become the sort of person that can change the world around them. And they're the sort of people that we need right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's great to be here, 11 weeks in. I look around and I have to say, the changes are phenomenal. I'm really proud of you all for staying with the program, being so diligent with the program, and being so enthusiastic now. Ladies and gentlemen, I think you deserve to give yourselves a clap. It's just been lovely watching you. From a medical point of view, it's pretty amazing. I spend a lot of my time telling people what they should and should not do eating-wise. I spend a lot of my time giving out medications when they fail to implement those changes that need to be done. And here, in really it's only 4 short weeks, you have, by simply changing what you do, lost the requirement for me to be there berating you or giving you medications. From here, what you've done is you've taken this body of yours, your car, you've completely reconditioned the motor, you've done the gearbox, you've cleaned the fuel filters, your vehicle is good to go. It will not stay like that if you do not look at the fuel you put into this car, at the oil that you don't change, at keeping that motor ticking over. So I'm here now to encourage a few things. I would like you to think about how you're going to manage the rest of your life. Are you going to juice on a regular basis? Are you going to operate on a 5-2 system, 2 days of juicing, maybe 5 clean eating? Are you going to look at revamps every 3 or 4 months? But like your car, you are going to have to maintain it, or again, it will deteriorate. From a medical point of view, what we are hoping to do is to look at you all 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and on those occasions, from those of you that visit our practice and from your local doctor, if you could just get your cholesterol, etc. done, your blood pressure and your weight, and then we will again, at the end of 12 months, look to collate all of these results and just see how effective we have been at staying on track.
In the last 28 days that I've been fasting, I've achieved something I've tried to do all my life. I'm off the medication. Something that hasn't happened in 28 years. off my blood pressure tablets, I'm off my cholesterol tablets, and I'm off the insulin.
Through the process of the lifestyle change, my main achievement has been to actually cut my sugar addiction.
I've got another 7 days of juicing to go, and so far up till now I have lost over 7 kilos of weight, and I'm still losing. I had very sore legs, where if I was on my legs all day previous to this, they would be aching by the end of the day. I think I've mentioned they just felt like logs. Well, I don't experience that at all anymore.
I was thinking, well, how much younger do you feel? And I'm 64, and I thought, I feel like I felt in my 40s. It's like a physical rebirth, it really is, and I feel like my body is totally renewed and revived. It's just wonderful.
So what I see myself having achieved through this process is, of course, weight loss, which is fantastic. I feel amazing. When you eat good, healthy food, you feel so great. I feel happy, energised, excited, and I just crave exciting, fresh fruit and vegetables.
I've lost a heck of a lot of weight, which has been really good for me, and I felt like I was dying, and I'd gone into real depression and struggling, and now I feel like I've got a new lease of life, and instead of dying, I'm living, and looking forward to what I can do over the next 20 or 30 years, and maybe even doing some study and looking to the possibility of even getting back into the workforce.
For myself, this whole journey has sort of taken my life in a different direction. I was heading down a very dangerous path with how I was eating and even just my general lifestyle choices. I've lost in 3.5 months 30 kilos as of this morning.
Doing this program for myself has been a sort of a double edge, because I was here to support my daughter as well. I've lost a significant amount of weight. I've lost nearly 12 kilos now, and I am a lot more confident than what I was. I went through 2 bad marriages. It sort of knocked my confidence, and this has really picked me up, knowing I could do it for myself as well as supporting my daughter.
I have achieved some weight loss, and I'm really proud of that. But generally, I feel so much happier and content with where I am. I don't. Every morning, I do actually want to get up and do stuff and get out and enjoy my work again.
The feeling of not taking insulin is empowering. I can't really describe it any other way. But just not having to get up and take it before you eat or juice, it's amazing.
The other benefits are that I feel good about myself, because I've discovered a grit that I didn't think I had. Now, I've faced many situations in the last 30 days. I started previous to full juicing, where Easter weekend I had all my family there. I've had another lot of family come, and I could sit there and drink a juice while they had this delicious food.
As a group, I see the same ripple effect through all these people, but it's marvellous to see the expressions on their faces and to see how clean and clear their faces are. It's like, the shining eyes, the healthy skin. It's just brilliant, and the weight loss just has blown me away.
I went to my optometrist on Wednesday, and when I walked into the room, he said, "How are you?" And I said, "Fantastic." And he looked up at me and said, "What have you been doing?" And I said, "I've been juicing." And he said, "And how much weight have you lost?" And I said, 16 kilos. And he swore at me. And he says, "I've been trying to do that for years and years, And I said, well, you need to get on this. And when he checked my eyes, he said they're the best he's seen in the last 8 years.
I experimented the other night with the pecan and ricotta rissoles, and to look at them on the plate, it looks just like a meat patty, but they just taste amazing, absolutely amazing, with some beautiful brown rice and the mushroom sauce on top of that. That was just yummo, and the steamed veggies to go with it. And after you've eaten it, I used to feel sick eating a lot of other processed stuff and what have you, but this was amazing. I felt satisfied in my stomach. I didn't feel sick. It was just so good to eat. Really healthy, yummy food that I had prepared myself. Even my husband loved it. My eldest daughter and her partner, they actually asked for more. It was great. So when you eat great, healthy foods, your body thanks you for it.
I've had aches and pains reduced dramatically from arthritis, and my mind is clearer, and so this has been an actual total life changer.
You know, you can just about cut the good vibes with a knife. You know, there's such good motivational energy there with the whole group, and to hear the stories, you know, you feed on the stories. You know, don't suffer from diabetes, but you know, you can sort of connect with the person who has you know, dropped their medications, they're feeling good, they're sleeping good, they've lost their weight, high blood pressure's been dropped. I was talking to a lady tonight, her blood pressure tablet, the doctor said, you know, drop the last one that she's got, so she's, you know, so, you know, you're hearing all these stories, and it's encouraging. It encourages you as well, you know, and it's a, you know, this having these groups that interact amongst the whole group is really, you know, very beneficial to helping us keep on track.
If you look at that weight loss in terms of how many people it is, it's phenomenal, and everybody is so positive about what they have achieved, and you know, getting rid of medications and illnesses is just wonderful.
So the only medication I'm taking at the moment is for my neuropathy in my feet, and I'm feeling more and more feeling in them every day.
As a group here, it's each week after they've started their juicing or clean eating, each week that we come here, the room is abuzz with excitement when you hear people say, I've lost this much weight, or I'm off my medications, or I'm just about off my medications, and I feel so good, I feel energised, I feel happy, I don't feel sad anymore. It's just amazing each Sunday when we come here to listen to the testimonies of how people are feeling and how much weight they've lost. And the testimonies are going out into the community. We have our local doctor on board, as you know, and he is just so proud of his community and what everybody here has achieved. So what more could you ask?
The group as a whole it's just incredible, and there's this real atmosphere. People are so excited about what's happened and happening, and the amount of weight, and the people off the medications, and energy, and looking around and seeing everybody slimming down, and people that you see around the street or that you know personally, and you say, crikey, look at them now. And it's just phenomenal, the change. And there's this buzz and momentum in the room when we're together.
The group as a whole, their achievements are just off the scale, really, because there's just so many that have been able to really turn around some chronic diseases that they have in their lives. You know, to be off medications that they've been on for years, to be able to regenerate themselves and to actually be enthusiastic about life again. You know, that comes across as well, because they're healing themselves both physically and mentally.
First meal is going to be absolute heaven. I am so looking forward to Saturday evening, 6 days' time, and I'm just looking forward to that plate of steamed veggies.
like you wouldn't believe, and my mouth's watering as I'm talking about it.
Just having everyone support me in my journey, and it's just kept me moving forward in leaps and bounds with it, because it's exciting to share with everyone your progress and hear of others and where they're going with their journey. I've come to appreciate things a lot more, just in general in my life. I'm the happiest I've been in a good 5-6 years, basically since I was in year 12. It's just sort of taken me on a different path in life. My partner and I are a lot happier because he's happy that I'm happier. So it's just sort of had all these effects on just everyone around me and sort of everything I do in my everyday life.
There's so many in the area that are doing this, and they have lost the weight, stopped taking a lot of their medications, and everybody is looking so much healthier.
As a group, I think we've definitely made a big impact. You can tell that the changes are so significant with everyone, and because it's a mass amount of people that there's changes, everyone's taking much more notice because it's not just one person.
The group as a whole, I think, is absolutely amazing. The amount of weight we've lost all between us, as well as getting off the medication, and all the diabetic and non-diabetics here, they're doing so much well too.
Everybody's having the same sort of results, like everyone's feeling better, they've got more energy, better sleep, losing weight, and people are taking note and going, okay, well, they must really be onto something here. So I think the whole program as a whole, it's really impacted the town and even surrounding areas.
So it's not just a clinic for the diabetics. And when I first came over, I just thought, oh yeah, it's another diabetic health clinic, and had no expectations of going to help at all. But once I sat here in the first program, I thought, yeah, this could work, and it does.
The second thing I wanted to do this evening was really to thank the people who put this program on. And that's Peter and Jo, his wife Jo. And if you could, I'd really like you to show your support for them. Peter is amazing in his enthusiasm, the amount of work he's put into this, and just how good this is. You see a doctor for 20 minutes. You see the practice nurse for 40. You see a dietitian for an hour, 3 or 4 times a year maybe. You have just had, or will have had, 24 hours of probably the best education, the most enlightening information that you would never receive from us as health professionals.